Hey there everyone, Hitesh here and welcome to another Saturday Live. And it's been 2 weeks that I came live and things were like really busy. They are still busy, but since you guys like requested a lot on the Instagram, so here I am trying to answer all of your questions that doubt that you try to ask on Instagram, and sometimes I fail to answer there. We try to answer all of them up here, so feel free to ask them in the comment section. But in the meantime, I need to just make sure that everybody is able to ask. So I'm going to put up some of the barriers like a slow mode and the stuff like that. So just give me a minute. I wish YouTube could give me a default setting for that. That would be really awesome on their side. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and work on with this one. Okay, so and in case you guys are new here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button in the meantime. I set this up. Okay, so where is that mode? It's been a while. I haven't checked out how the settings actually look like. Okay, so where is the slow mode? Hopefully in this. Yeah, found it. 60 second, I guess, is good enough. Yeah, 60 second is good enough. And let's go ahead and save this one so that we enable the slow mode. And hey guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button in case you are here already. It would be good. Let me pop out the chat and move it on to my another screen. Not screen, basically desktop. Okay, so hopefully. Okay, so there are a lot of people who are worried about when I'm getting married. Not soon, not soon. There's a lot more to work. There's a lot more that needs to be done, and then we're going to be working. And working on a lot of stuff these days. We had a setback that we didn't want it to have, but we got it, and that's why things got delayed. And that is a good setback. We don't want to just hurry up the things. We want to take probably 2 more months, but we want to do it absolutely best. So hope you are also doing. Hey Anirudh, how is it going on? Welcome back again. Okay, so Faz says good morning. Good morning to you as well. A nice tea would be great. It's hot. Yeah, today it's hot tea so that I can have a chit chat with you. It's a really long one that we are going to have today. Okay, Furs says your React course is awesome, sir. Thank you so much. And in case you just noticed and you're connected with me on Instagram, I posted an update there that now we have a code sandbox there inside the course itself. So you can compare the code and see that how the structure looks like, a kind of a VS Code environment right inside the course and the website itself. And yep, some of you are connected with me on Instagram, so new feature is helpful. Thank you so much. We are bringing this to all Django, React Native, pretty much all courses. And in the future, all the courses are going to have this one. New glasses? No, not new one. They are old, like really old. 4 years, I guess, or 3 years at least. Okay, so take a break, Hitesh, out of your busy. I really want to take a break. Now it's getting too much, but the things which are already in my hand, I need to just clear them up, and they are going to take some time. Completed Golang series. Hey, congratulations. It's awesome that you have completed it. Right now, people are not much interested in the Golang series, but eventually they will when the hype is going to come around and they are going to realize that how things are there and all of that. So that is going to work on with that. Okay. Talking to you gives some sort of confidence, sir. Thank you. I'm just like you guys. There's nothing more, nothing less. Just exactly how you are. My struggles are also there with the code. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it works. It's kind of a kind of at same level. Okay, so sir, you know Tamil. Can you speak one word in Tamil? No, I don't speak many of the languages. I speak just a handful of them. So I cannot speak. I don't know anything about that. Sandbox is awesome, said in LCO. Hey, thank you so much. And love your DSA course. Hey, thank you again. Okay, let's pick up some of the question. Someone says, hey, Tesh, how do you manage to push yourself to the daily challenges in everyday life for a long time? It's nothing. It happens automatically sometimes. One thing that definitely helps me a lot is a bigger goal and what I want to do today. The bigger goal is obviously to help the community, to build few businesses around it, and to serve the community and everything. So that is one of the thing I work for. That is a long-term goal, to have a business which helps people not just with the courses but many other ways. I am able to hire few people, help them monetarily a little bit, provide courses at affordable price. So this all is one thing which motivates a lot. Another thing is hitting the gym. When things actually go a little bit on board on me, I'm not able to think and all of that, then definitely working out, having a park and having a walk in the park, that actually helps a lot. Tushar says, camera quality love. Thank you so much. Hopefully, very soon we'll be able to go, probably next year or mid of the next year, we'll be able to go 4K. But I don't think it is worth upgrading to 4K because a lot of you are still watching it on that small screen on the top of your phone. That's just 480p. So I don't know if it is worth going there or not. Okay. How to keep motivation during learning programming, and that is the biggest thing I would like to advise. One of the biggest thing up here, when you are learning programming, if you're just learning the syntax, it is difficult to stay on the track. When you are just learning the syntax, if and else, functions and classes, it is difficult, it is going to be difficult. No escape from that. But put a bigger goal in front of you, that I will learn this basics and then I'll make a mobile app or a website or some kind of a machine learning or some kind of a stuff that I'm interested in. That will keep you motivated. There should be something which you can achieve, which you want to achieve. That's the only way to keep yourself motivated. Otherwise, it is tough. It is tough. I'll agree on that. Okay, so any update on 3.js course? Waiting for it. No update on any of the course. Sorry for that. Loved your AWS course. Hey, thank you so much. It is actually one of the best course on the AWS. It has so much of the things to learn. And the best part is it is absolute beginner friendly. So whether you know about programming or not, doesn't really matter. It can be a first step into the world of cloud and especially AWS. So really good. Yes, thing says, any opening at LCO? There is one, not pretty sure, but if you are a full stack developer and you can give us like 3 hours, maybe late in the night or something. It's a part-time stuff, but daily, on the daily basis, if you can give us like 2-3 hours in the night time or any time, whatever suits you, then we are looking for a full stack JavaScript developer who has a bit basics about Redux, a little bit on the React. If you have worked on Gatsby or Next, any of that, that would be added advantage, but not really required. So yes, in case you are there, reach me out on Instagram. I'll link you up. Yes, this is actually on LCO. Some of the projects you need to sign some of the NDAs as well. Then only we can actually bring you on board because some secretive stuff is going on. So you need to sign that. I was watching at 240, just switch to 480. You might want to turn that up 1080 maybe for some time, just for fun. Go ahead, hit that like also. Sometimes I don't remind you guys, so you don't hit that. So go ahead, hit that like. Now we're gonna back on to that target based on things on the like. Actually, YouTube manager also called me up. Hey Tesh, why are you not actively asking your audience to like and subscribe? I said I forgot all of that. And my manager said, hey Tesh, you should ask your audience more. You just gave the entire Golang series. It's a really long series. You never asked for subscribe or anything. That's why your click-through rate is going down and all that. I said, come on. Can we talk about something else? Okay, your Saturday night live streams are awesome. Hey, thank you. It looks like moreover a podcast between you and me, just two friends talking about random shit all over the places. Sometimes coding, programming, general life, and all of that. Nagaraj says, your Golang series is really great. Hey, thank you. Probably someday we'll take it to one step further. I think this is one of the most comprehensive series so far on the internet that I've seen, which is also understandable, easy, and all of that. Okay, when can I see you in 4K, not live stream? 4K, I can make videos, like my camera is definitely capable of shooting the 4K. I just need to place it a little bit further. It's a little bit of crop that not too much, but I feel that there is a crop. Okay, Vicky says, how much do you earn in a month? I need to figure out a way to answer this question as well, just like I figured out the way to answer my age. So how much should I answer? Let me know in the comments, like how much should I answer when somebody says or ask this kind of question, that, hey, how much do you earn? Like age, I always say 19 and a half. So what should I say when somebody asks me that, how much do you earn in a month? Although a bit offensive question, but let's just say you are curious. So not taking offense on that. What should I say in that? Write in the comment section, what should I say, that how much do you earn in a month? Something which is absolutely sarcastic, something like that. It would be really good. Okay, so 400K. Nah, not 400K. Somebody says 5 crores. That's too much. That's unrealistic. At least for me now. I don't earn 5 crores in a month. But something, probably 20 and a half. I like that answer. I like that answer. Foggy says $69. Funny. I get you there. Okay, give us a range. Let's just say there are some interesting answers here. Okay, I really like a million and a half. That's interesting. Enough to live a happy life, that I've been answering for a while, but uh, I think we can get something funny here as well. Okay, so yeah, this is something funny on the screen in case you're watching that. Okay. Interesting. More than your mobile number. No, I don't earn per month more than a mobile number. Probably I live in Vietnam. No, I'm not that super rich. I'm just basic. Yeah, decent. Yeah, that is something I like it. Like where it is. Come on. Okay, I earn enough and a half. I love that. I love that. This is the new thing that I'm gonna be saying whenever somebody asks me. I earn enough and a half. I like that. Age 19 and a half. How much I earn? Enough and a half. I'll update that on my website as well. How much I earn? Enough and a half. How much? What's my age? 19 and a half. I like that. 2 rupees 30 paisa. Yeah, that's cool too. So today we have gone through with my age and my income. Now let's come back onto some question that I can actually answer. Okay. Go ahead and hit that like as well. Cold tea. Yeah, iced tea. We call it iced tea, man. Here, at least on this stream. New gray t-shirt. Yeah, this is actually a newer gray t-shirt. This is actually bigger of a size because I don't fit in the previous one now. So I had to bump up the size. It was not really a good fit. So I moved into a different brand of t-shirt, and I'm now wearing this brand of t-shirt, still gray. I worked out a lot, and that's why I don't fit in my previous t-shirts. That's kind of a achievement. I like that. Something. The moment I see a Hera Fairy dialogue, I can spot that. That's all time favorite. Loving your content on LCO. It's amazing. Learn React.js, then moving on to Mern. Thank you. Hey, thanks. Oh, that's distraction. Okay, let's move on. Something serious, something more fun. Which programming language is best for AI and ML? To be honest, AI and ML, I personally think you should go with the Python route. You can also go with the R. You can also try with the JavaScript. We recently achieved something in the JavaScript which is moreover related to kind of sentiment analysis. But still, I would say if you are just getting started, Python is the way to go for it. You'll get for that. And of course, a big shout out to Hera Fairy. Both movies absolutely legendary. Why only gray? I look good in gray. Don't you see? It looks so good on me. So we're gonna be going with the gray. You started YouTube channel in college. Come on, no. No, at that my time, that starting a channel and everything was not even a thing when I was in college. I just created this channel to upload a few of my interviews. A few of them got copyright strike as well. I was featured at a couple of radio stations, a few news channels, and all of that. So I just wanted to upload those clips. It's fun time. First time you're getting featured in your local newspaper front page, and a whole lot of things. So that is why I created the channel, and all a whole lot of my content, in fact, all of it was initially going into some of the universities which were paying me directly to teach. At that time, internet was not really friendly in India. Geo came in. That's after that I came in, focusing much more here. So that's how. What project you are currently working on? I'm working on a project which will be out in public. I'm not working for somebody now. Like usually I work for the contract-based project which comes to me, some company hire me to write code or to lead their team and all of that. This time I'm not working on that. This time I'm working on a project which will be up in the public. So you will be able to see that what we are building up, what we are designing, it will be out in public. It was supposed to be out in this month itself, but we got some setbacks. Some good advice we got from some of my friends who have sold their companies really nicely, got funded really well. So I I called them up and I got some advice from them, and the entirety of our team are now designing more features around it, and then I'll be able to show you more of that. I cannot leak any more than this. Thanks a lot, sir. I'm a React Native developer only because of you. Hey, congratulations that you are a React Native developer. So proud of you. And you are a developer because you are one dedicated learner. That's why you are. Mayank says, tell me, how do you manage large-scale project? That's what I do. That's a specialty I do. I lead and manage a whole lot of people and big-scale project. That's why people hire me. In case your company is looking one, I'm open to get hired. I would love to. Not this month, at least. I'm busy for that part, but probably later on. Okay, so there's a super chat, okay, from Harsh. Harsh says, I started my programming with your C language tutorial, and today I'm coding my startup. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for making good tutorials. Hey, Harsh, thank you so much. And in case if it is possible, I would love to see you on my Instagram, what you are building up as a startup. Whenever you are ready to share, I would love to see what you have built, and probably we can collab something in case you are looking for going big on funding or something. But yeah, just let me know. A really, really awesome feeling that you're coding your own startup. So good to hear that. Okay, so Abhishek says, actually, to land jobs in startup, you need to develop full stack project. Not just one, actually, a couple of them. And even if it is not full stack, it needs to be fairly complex. Okay, your gym workout schedule. My schedule is a little bit awkward. I usually hit the gym in the afternoon time. I'm one of those lucky guys who have earned time in life. Money, that's different part, but I have earned a lot of time over the last 10 years or 15 years. And that is why I can hit the gym in the afternoon, in morning, in evening, whenever I wish to. And that is really, I'm thankful for that. So much gratitude for that. So yes, usually in the afternoon when nobody's at gym, I usually hit at that time of gym. There is interesting one, something of my interest. Hey Tesh, what's the scope of Cyprus in market? Any good future to learn that too? Let me tell you something. And all those who are listening regarding the Cyprus. Cyprus is one of the legend thing. So far, only a few startups have recognized how powerful this tool is. Some are still onto the Mocha and stuff. But let me tell you very honestly, Cyprus is the skill you really want to learn in case you are a tester background or you want to go something in there in between. So absolutely 100%, go ahead, spend time with Cypress in case you are a tester or you want to go and pursue things in that. I'm even thinking about putting this as a to-do list for the next year for putting out some of the courses on that. But Cypress, to be honest, is really one of the amazing things. Lot of job opportunities, lot of companies are now moving on to have that. So please don't doubt Cypress. It is there in the market. It is really amazingly well sorted out in the market. Okay, so how to overcome self-doubt while programming? As soon as you get the answer of the problem that you are working on, your self-doubt will go away. And the self-doubt movements appears quite a lot. In fact, even to programmers who have coded for 10 years, 15 years, they come all the time. We just have learned how to overcome that or to conquer that thought. That's we have learned over the time, but these thoughts still do come. And again, if you are into the very beginner phase, then again, build stuff and start slow. That's why I put all these courses out, that we start slow just by pressing a button to writing a to-do list and then a tic-tac-toe and building something complex as Instagram clone or something. That's why I do a progressive overload in my courses. That's why most people actually learn more in courses and consistently. YouTube is great, don't get me wrong. I love YouTube. I in fact post a lot of videos on YouTube to learn. But the only problem is YouTube with too much information and not organized information. That is one of the problem. Okay, Code Future, he says, which color sherwani would you be wearing on your marriage? My marriage has a long wait now. Right now, I'm focused on building some stuff, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing, so I don't want to get distracted or anything like that. It's all going good. Travels are about to get started, so probably you'll see me in some countries, hopefully soon. Jon Snow says a remote job versus Fang. Fang also are providing remote jobs in case you want to just are interested in that. But I personally feel that in the initial phase of your career, uh, I wouldn't personally prefer remote jobs. I would prefer to go in the offices, whether that's a startup or Fang, whatever you choose, that's your decision. But I personally choose. Again, if Joshua might be watching this video, he would probably bash me for that. That how dare you to choose going to the office and not working from all of that. I saw like probably a few months ago, one of his video came into the feed. He was ranting so much. But again, my perspective is that in the initial phase of your life, you might want to get more interaction and more networking going on. So when you meet your teammates, your seniors, and all of that, you make a good company. So in the initial days, I would. This is personal thought. I would not personally choose work from home. I would choose to go office and work from there. My networking would be good. My all of the entirety that I'm learning is gonna be good. But again, perspective. This is mine. Okay. Thanos will go away in few months, maybe a year. Then we can travel. I was thinking to travel. I saw a couple of posts and mails that Switzerland is open. Then I saw briefly that the New Zealand got open and then it got shut down again. So yeah, I really want to travel now. It's been too much now. How to do time management, how to manage our 24 hours. Don't focus too much on focusing 24 hours. Focus on just two things in a day. It can be learning and work. It can be learning and hitting the gym. It can be working and hitting the gym. So just focus on two things and sort out the rest of the priorities according to that. Life, the moment you're going to make a timetable, the life is going to get hard on you. So timetable don't really work that much. I have tried myself a couple of years, but it didn't work on that. Okay, something interesting. How about India versus Pakistan tomorrow? I will definitely watch it. This is one game I absolutely love. I haven't watched cricket in a long time, but hey, when it's India Pakistan match, you gotta see it. You gotta watch it. Like you cannot skip that part. So I'll be just putting up my big TV on the hall, and tomorrow whole day is gonna be cricket. I'm usually more onto the basketball side, but when it comes to India Pakistan, hey, whoever is playing doesn't really matter. You want to watch that match. Absolutely entertaining. And the reason why it is entertaining because both of the team are working absolutely hard and giving their 100% onto the field. That's what makes it absolutely interesting. Thoughts on Kunal Kushwaha? The man is getting a lot of attention on the internet. That's all I can say. Yeah, good for him. Okay, so moving on. Come on, click on that. Yeah, is JavaScript okay for DSA? Absolutely 100%. Let me give you a perspective. Hear this out. Okay, the point is the DSA, the data structure and algorithm. Just focus for a minute on the word algorithm. What does algorithm means? Algorithm means a simple generalized sense of solving something. Vaguely saying, but this is kind of a vague definition of an algorithm, a generalized way to solve a problem or to efficiently solve a problem. And if we are calling that thing as an algorithm, that means it's just a general concept. And if you cannot apply a general concept in any language, how you're calling it as a general concept? Absolutely wrong. So if it is a generalized concept, it should work in Python, it should work in JavaScript, it should work in C++, it should work in Java as well. That's why we call it as algorithm. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong if you can on this one. I would love to have a debate, sensible debate, of course, onto this one. So again, data structure, remember, we are focusing a whole lot on algorithm, and that's the most important part. Algorithm means generalized concept. Upskill say Upskill says thoughts on code with Harry. Let me give you a thought on all of the people who are working on YouTube or providing some course and all of that. Every single one of them is trying to serve you the same content but with their own flavor. They think, including me, that if I'll teach it my way, then it will become a little bit easier. And that's how we are all doing it. So it's not like one is doing better, another one is failing in the job. They all are doing a remarkable job from their own perspective. Now, some have a different perspective from others. Sometimes our thoughts doesn't match, and that's okay. We all are different people. Sometimes our thought doesn't match. That's fine. That's okay. So remember this, whether it is Brad Traversy, Naveen from Talusco, or Mai Sergi, or what that guy, Kunal or something, or any other guy, or whatever you love to learn from it. The whole idea is every single one of them is trying to give you the best content, and make sure you just check out from whom or from which you are getting sync, and that's it. That's all I had to do. Just smile a little bit, enjoy the life. There is nothing to stress out too much about it, and just learn. Maybe learn it 2 times. Maybe you'll explore something more in the same React course taught by somebody else. So that's how it works. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, so what about learning coding for school kids who want to start? It's fine. These days, I'm seeing a lot of people getting registered there. So yeah, it's fine. Okay, so simply says, can you explain 3-year validity on LCO? A few courses I bought have been more than 2 years now. So what happened to them after 3 years? After 3 years, it get expired. So you may want to re-register them in case looking for that. Or my best bet is go for the LCO Pro. That is the ultimate future going into the Pro. So go for that. It gives you access of all of the courses for just 10 rupees a day. I think that's the best deal you should have, and that's where you should go. Your music taste. I listen to a lot of songs that I don't even understand. So I listen to a few of the Russian music, a lot of Kannada song. Yeah, recently I got bashed a lot about because I couldn't say it Kannada properly in one of the Instagram. Even got death threats for not saying Kannada. Instead, I mistakenly said Kannad. So I got even that death threats on my Instagram for that, surprisingly. I listen to those songs still. Raghu Dikshit, really amazing. Even though I received the death threats, but I still think that the music is way above than these tiny things. I listen to a lot of Punjabi music, folk of Rajasthan as well. I love that, and a whole lot of Spanish and Italian songs as well. I love that. A lot of them I don't understand, but one thing is about the music is it's not bounded by the words or do you need to understand it properly. Everybody just danced on Despacito despite only a few understood it. But yeah, that's the beauty about music. You just need to have a taste, and everybody has different taste. So yeah, it's all good. Okay, so I want to purchase your course. What should I do? You can purchase it just by going on the website. What more can I tell you on that? You can use Paytm, PhonePe, whatever you like to use. Just go ahead and buy and get started on the learning. Okay, question here. Please tell your entrepreneur and programming history start till now. Oh, that's a long one. We are gonna be sitting here for a really long time. It's a really long journey. But one thing I would like to mention here that there was a point in time when everything that I was teaching was absolutely free and was supposed to meant for free entirely. The whole journey was there. I used to run a website, educationtube.net. Yes, I owned that domain for a long time. And the goal was to simply go to different companies and different colleges that, hey, just fund me enough so that I can pay my salary, other people's salary, buy a few equipments, not high end, but just basic mic and stuff, and I'll teach everybody for free. Kind of a Patreon and stuff. Turns out it failed badly. I couldn't afford to pay to my team, not to me, and all of that. So that is one part of the journey that I had. And then I started working on the paid courses. Everybody loved it, paid me like insane amount of money, $200, $300, $500. At that time also, they paid me really well. So I thought, hey, this free model is not working. Probably people are more interested in paying, so let's ask them. If companies would have supported me, the companies who I went and met their programmers and their founders, if they would have supported me at that time, I would be running a venture which would be entirely free of charge courses. Entirety of LCO would be free in that case. Okay, so Shrutika says, hello sir, can you please guide me for getting job in front-end development? I am frustrated because unable to get job. A little bit more perspective is required in this case, because why are you not getting job? Is your something lagging into the profile, or you're not getting enough references and links? What is the reason? Because assuming that you just know HTML and CSS and you're looking for a front-end developer, that's also not a good approach. For any basic front-end developer, I expect HTML, CSS, JavaScript, absolute amazing killer grip on that. And on top of that, one framework, at least one. Probably good React knowledge, or probably good Angular knowledge, or Vue. Any one of them is, this is bare minimum basics. And then on top of that, I would say that, yeah, go for something, making projects, complexity, handling APIs is like, you cannot avoid that. So on what phase you are right now? Surely I will definitely take LCO Pro, because I want to get on learning path again, as I'm diverted from it since 4 or 5 months. Yeah, that's what happens actually when you scroll too much of the YouTube and watch a lot of content here. I do push a lot of content on YouTube as well, but it's all distracting. It's all distracting here. Advertisement, too many other videos, notification and stuff keeps on coming in. So it's better actually to just go for LCO, no ads and nothing like that, and you learn focus there. There is a new super chat. Done your ACG AWS SAA course, and what should be the next step to earn AWS SAA certificate? Can you please guide? Read a lot of those white papers that AWS actually publish, and just go for it. Just go for it. You don't need to worry too much on that. Just read the white paper and FAQs definitely, and just go for it. Okay, more super chats. Let's take them. I have 1 year of experience as Python developer and just got LCO Pro. What should I start first? If you have Python experience, go for the Django web developer, like full stack Django. There is a course, Django full stack developer, must have course. If you are in Python, that course is must have. That will open up your opportunity to handle any kind of project that client gives to you, and you will be able to quickly be ready as a developer, freelance ready, and a whole lot of things. And the best part is you have the pro access. That means you can actually move on into HTML and CSS whenever you feel confusion. You can just quickly watch a couple of videos and go back onto that. That's the best advantage you get with the LCO Pro. Entire library is just in front of you. Maybe some concept of Python is not working out for you. Switch into the Python course, watch that video, come back again, continue your journey. And that's what actually is what it is meant for LCO Pro. Okay, what's your views on trading algorithm software? I don't use trading algorithm software. I don't trust it. Honestly, I would not put up my money on these trading algorithm softwares unless it is coming up from something like Big Rock, the Black Rock, or something company like that. I wouldn't be trusting my money on that. So yeah, trading and all these things, probably I'm not the right person to answer on that part. Okay. Which one is your recommendation? MobX, Redux with Next.js? Redux. Like MobX is good, but I'm kind of a big fan of Redux. I haven't actually talked openly much onto the Redux, but whenever there's a complex project I've worked on, I've always used Redux, nothing else. And it has worked like absolute charm to me. Like Redux is like a next thing to me to always pick up on that. Views on MacBook Pro with notch. My views are coming up. Definitely they will be coming up into a separate video itself. A kind of a thought from programmer's perspective. The title of the video is something like, it is somewhere here. The programmer's perspective on the new MacBook Pro, something like that. So that video is under to do. It's going to come up in the upcoming week. Okay, what do you think about Remix? Will it replace Next? I have just started to explore Remix yesterday only, so I cannot put much thought. I am not much familiar about it. Once I explore it a little bit more, then I'll probably say more on to that. I'm definitely studying it. During nighttime, at the bedtime, I'm exploring a bit more on the Remix. So I'll tell you as I get more onto that. Right now, zero experience on that. Zero. Okay, Redux or Redux Toolkit. Now, I would still say that Redux Toolkit is just like adding a syntactic sugar on some of the things. They right out of the box give you some basic or kind of a good practices. But I think if you know Redux, like how it works and functionality and all of that, uh, loosely saying, just to give you a perspective to understand it, how I teach the entirety of the staff here as well, that try to consider Redux. It is not true. Again, big words, it is not true. Try to consider Redux as almost like local storage. Whenever you need information, it will always come from local storage. Now, it is not accurately local storage itself, but it is almost like store. So consider this store as a local storage. Whenever you need information, you always pick from that local storage. Whenever you need to send some information, you send it via local storage. So this example actually helps people to understand a lot in the team, and thus we get that. Again, another question, can we use TypeScript to learn DSA? You might want to watch this live stream again. I already answered this type of question, all of such language based question. And just to give you perspective, and again, hit that like button first. A lot of people are watching, but only a handful have hit that like. Can we cross 500 likes up here? How many people are watching it? Yeah, 495 or something. Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people. Okay, Tanishk says, what advice will you give to younger self if you do happen to meet one? I would say, just chill out, buddy. You are doing great and you'll be doing great in the future. That's all I would say. Because luckily for me, all the decisions that I've taken, a majority of them worked out for me, and some who didn't work out, I have worked hard to make them work out for me. So I'm happy with life. It's not like I'm frustrated or anything. Whatever the decisions are, they are mine. So I'm happy with all of them. I absolutely love what I'm doing and what I want to do in the future. So there is no such advice that I have a regret that I want to go back and advise something. Nothing. I've done your 1 hour free course on Python. What should I study to get a decent job in Python or similar development? I guess you have just got basic introduction of Python, nothing more. So you might want to jump deep into the Python. When you're going through with the interviews or you'll be working in a job, it requires much more in depth. So go ahead and please uh, watch out my full-fledged course on Python, and that will help you. Okay. I completed your web course. What path to move next? Which web course? Front-end development? Like the basic strategy would be to complete my HTML and CSS course, then go for my free Python series, but not on YouTube. That exact same series is available on Learn Code Online, so watch distraction free. And then after that, go for React course and then go for the MERN course. That is usually the path I recommend. Okay, so, oh, Sandeep Maheshwari fan club. That's nice, cool. Sir, make lectures on game development with Unity. I don't think so I'll be making them anytime soon, because it is difficult to work on Unity without having a good graphic team. I don't have that level of graphic team yet. So once I have that, I can show you the coding part, but it's not gonna look good. So I don't dive much into the Unity. I don't have too much interest there as well. Okay, so picking up something, oh, missed a few chats, I guess. Conversational AI future, as fresher got to work on it. Ah, that's interesting. I have never worked on such thing like conversational AI. Definitely sentiment analysis and designing some of the recommendation engine that I have worked on. And designing the recommendation engine was like really the nightmare of my life. I had to read one of the most boring book that I ever want to go through, but it was the only meaningful book, and it was a hell of a nightmare to work on with that. Like, it looks all sound and good when you work on AI and ML and all of that, but when you have to implement it, there are so many of the corner cases where things actually fail, that like you have to put protection every single end, and then it misbehaves so much, the data is not reliable. Like, there's so much going on with that, but the hype is there. But actual product, when you implement that, like, you don't want to have a half-baked product up and running. Like, imagine sometimes your WhatsApp works, sometimes it doesn't. You don't want that. So these kinds of things are really common in that. Like, come on, even having the best recommendation engine by the Netflix, still people are not able to figure out what they want to watch. They are still spending some time onto the main screen itself. So that it is. I guess you have made a mistake here. Free JS series instead of Pi. No, I think that was the best thing to do. Because of that free JS series, a lot of people, not just people, a lot of creators actually came in, and they have also taken now interest in JavaScript. So I think that was an accurate decision. The same thing will happen with the Golang as well. Right now it is all okay, but eventually when people will figure out that there is a resource there which is absolutely a killer, then a lot of even creators will come in and they will also start creating courses on that. That is a good thing. I love that. When other people also create the course, I love that. Okay, so why did you choose this to design LCO Pro a different website altogether rather than making a user profile pro under the same portal? The initial thought was to make everything onto the same portal, but then I realized that keeping the pro users absolutely separate will be better decision, so that we can provide later on more features to them. By the way, in the next week there is a separate pro app coming up for the LCO Pro users. The database keeping that separate, because on the LCO there is a whole lot of free users as well. On the LCO Pro we have just the database of people who are all paid, and of course there are a lot of future plans as well. We'll still think of merging the platform, not right now, but there are a lot of corner cases, to be honest. One of them that you can assume is, let's just say somebody has bought a React course 1 year ago. Now he bought an LCO Pro course, and he watches the video in the same React course, and he has finished the course. Now his subscription is over after a year, but his React course, we need to give him the access for 2 more years. Now how we are going to manage the course progress? He have finished it or not? Because in the individual course he hasn't finished, but the same course was finished by the user in the Pro. So how to manage that? Should I mark that course progress, or when the subscription is over we should keep that? And once he's come back onto the subscription, that again, so it's way more than complicated than a classic competitive programming problem. So yeah, there are a lot of challenges up here. Okay, so coming up. Okay, how far a Strapi can handle the complex backend? I have never tried Strapi with like absolute complex backend. Usually people prefer to write their APIs in such cases, so I would also do that. Is there any Insta handle LCO? I would love to see content there too. Insta handle is just me, Hitesh. There's no such LCO, because to have a handle you need to have a team that posts on memes and the content and unnecessary inspiration and a whole lot of that. I think that time can be diverted into putting up the content, which is much more meaningful. And probably we might want to spend 3 months on building a course rather than putting up memes. So memes are good. I love that. I won't disagree on that part, but I think we can utilize things better there. Okay, so your everyday diet. No, I don't follow too much of a strict diet. I still eat pizza, burgers, and iced tea and everything. I just work out a lot. That's what I do. Okay. How to become pro in coding to impress girls of class? You don't impress girls uh, with coding itself. You impress nobody with coding, to be honest. Nobody gets impressed by a geek who just writing the code and busy in his own life. I guess nobody is. What's your deadlift PR? No, I don't go heavy. That's the thing I love about the gym, that everybody has their own way of doing it. I don't go heavy, so my PR or any personal record will not impress you. Even on bench or deadlift, whatever it is, I prefer more repetition. One thing that might impress you is, I haven't done that this month, any of that, but in the entire last month, 50 burpees was my warm up. Yeah, that might impress some of you. But yeah, this is what I wanted to do. So I did that for a long time. That 50 burpees, that's a warm up. And after that, whatever the exercise and running and all of that. So yeah. Okay, thank you so much for the super chat. Azure or AWS, both of them hell lot expensive. But yeah, AWS, I would prefer that because I have more expertise there. Probably that's why I'm biased on that. Okay. So override with pro. Okay, you want to talk about that case? That's nice. But if I override that with the pro, what happens when the pro subscription get expired? I need to get back the stats back onto the part where he purchased the individual course, or what should I do? That's a dilemma that we need to fix around. And there's just one case I have discussed here. This is just one case. There are so many of such cases that we need to thought on, and that is why it is complicated. That's why we went with the separate database itself. But let me tell you something internally. The content that you're watching is actually being served from the main LCO website itself. The content is same and it is being not being copied. It is being served from that portal itself. Just for some fun knowledge. Okay, firstly, thanks a lot, sir. If you are asked to give 3 advices to beginner in the IT field, what would your answer would be? 3. Okay, that's a lot. But first thing I would say, take care of your health. Like I have seen enough of people crying with their backache, not being able to work out for long hours because they didn't focus on their health first. So go ahead and focus on your health first. Second thing, keep an open perspective. This is not just programmers' eyes or programmers' advice, but I would like to give it to everybody. Make sure you keep an open perspective. Open perspective about there can be other languages. Open perspective about other frameworks can be better. Perspective about I might have to switch. That can be one thing. And last but not the least advice is keep that smile up. Life is going to throw up a whole lot of ton of challenges to you. When you're frustrated, you just bash, you just rant about everything. That is not good for anybody. uh, I know you have this revolution mindset, you have this boiling blood right now. Whenever you want to do anything, you just bring a revolution. But let me tell you, revolution don't come in a day. Revolution takes entirety of your life. You know Khan Academy and Salman Khan not because he has made 2 or 3 courses, because he has dedicated his entire life for the cause. That's why you know him. So make sure you always keep that smile up, whatever the challenge come in. Just stay there, be calm, smile, and take on that challenge. So these are probably my 3 advice I would give you to sum it up. Uh, Make sure you take care of your health. Make sure you have an open perspective and smile. Okay, so somebody asked me blockchain roadmap. I am probably looking forward to make a whole lot of roadmap to get my attention back on the channel itself. So probably we'll do a roadmap and all of that. I have a fun question. I like the fun questions. We haven't done Instagram Live in a while, or the Instagram AMA. We'll do the Instagram AMA tomorrow, hopefully, while watching the match, of course. So I have a fun question because I also like stand-up comedy. Hey, you have a nice taste. Okay, let's bring back the question. So who is you are loved one comedian? Abhishek, Zakir, Gaurav, Bassi. One thing I can tell you, I have watched all of their shows in person in Jaipur itself. I've been to Abhishek Upmannyu's show, Zakir Khan twice, and Gaurav, of course, he was in Jaipur also, and Bassi also have taken his show when he was not like. It was the time when he just released the video of that cheating video. After that, he came to Jaipur, had a lot of fun with him. A great show. I enjoyed a lot. Didn't click the photo, but I'll click photo next time when they are up here. So again, ranking them would be like insult to the comedy itself. There is no ranking in the comedy. In these kinds of things like who is the best programming teacher? Here's the rank. No, there is no ranking. This would be offensive. This would be kind of a really kind of a hurting everybody here. So there's no ranking. This is all about we love all of them, and let's make them more content so that we can laugh more. Okay, let's pick up some of the more question. Okay, there's a lot of question coming in. Okay, there we go. Finally, I saw it. What is your advice on how to study any IT related topic? Build that shit. I usually don't use that word, but this is the only way to learn anything. This is the only thing. Got rejected by Amazon today. Oh, so sad. But don't worry, more opportunities will come up. But sadly, you are being rejected by Amazon. So you cannot post that photo on LinkedIn now. And Probably you cannot create a YouTube channel now as well. Just kidding, just kidding. So no worries, man. Amazon probably got rejected today. Apply tomorrow again, or maybe after 3 months at least. Okay, any tips to land a remote job in the US based startup? Heck lot of GitHub. Like make your GitHub so impressive that once you reach out to anybody, they just get you say, hey, when can we start working? Impressive project is only the key. At least that's how I worked on how I cracked it up. Does switch from React to Vue or vice versa and working as full stack, will it create an issue? Of course not. Like it will give you more opportunities and more learning phase and all of that. So it is a good thing. Facebook is changing its name. Facebook has gone crazy. Facebook has gone crazy now. Degree versus no degree. Degree. Go for degree. There are a lot of people on the internet, on YouTube, they'll say degree doesn't matter. But let me tell you, my friends, degree still matters. And try to give it an interview or a walk-in into on the Bangalore when hundreds and thousands of people with the degree and whole lot of amazing skills are there. Then who the company will prefer, with the guy with the degree or the guy who knows just the stuff? So degree is not like it is not a weightage to evaluate how much you know. It is just a way how to filter people. There are, let's just say, 1,000 people in the campus who are there to work for a job. So how are you going to select? You cannot interview 1,000. I know you might be saying that, hey, this is unfair. They should interview all 1,000 and select best of them. But this is not how life works. Life never ever play fair to you. You like it or not, but life never plays fair to you. So degree and these percentages are a way of filtering out the people. First filter is usually go with the percentage in 10th and 12th, then the degree based filter, and then the degree percentage filter. These are filters and there is no way you can escape them. LinkedIn timeline is always filled with new FANG hires. Then really why people are not getting jobs? Like LinkedIn is always about, these people are writing comments and interested as well in all of the job posts. So why they are not getting the job? And that's exactly what we are working on. Okay, analyzing LinkedIn. Okay, thank you so much, Mohit. Okay, so AWS projects. AWS are not meant for the project. It's actually designing a different kind of infras that you can have. You can push some of your code as well, but moreover, try to design different kind of structure, work on a little bit on the code formation and stuff. So that will help you a lot. What are your views about Relevel by Unacademy? My views are, hey, come on, sponsor me, and I'll talk about you on my YouTube channel. These are my views. I think they should sponsor me now. Okay, so another question. Come on. What do you think about getting GCP Cloud Architect certificate? Is it worth the money and effort? Only thing that is worth is how much do you know about it. Just having the certificate is not good enough, but if certificate is the only barrier that you have missed a few interviews and missed a few jobs, then definitely it's worth taking it. But I haven't yet seen anybody who just says you know the knowledge, but you don't have the certificate, so we won't be hiring you. If that is the case that you have seen so far, then it is absolutely 100% worth it to go and get that certificate. And sometimes these certificates actually help you to land a little bit further ahead than other people. This is the fact. I'm not here to actually give you the sweet words. I'm here to give you what's actually happening. So these certificates and extra expenses sometimes lands you a little bit nearer to the job. No more roadmap, just get into ground to learn. I usually put out directly the videos. Like I never posted a JavaScript learning roadmap or a Golang learning roadmap. So I'll probably put those roadmap videos now. They are fun to make actually. They are fun to make. That's why people make them. Okay, so moving on. Missed super chat and the question. Okay, sometimes these chat doesn't hang up. I don't know why YouTube doesn't hang up every single super chat and it just get missed. Sorry. Okay, so Sometimes I'm able to spot them, sometimes they just go away. Sir, I got the job just by completing your MERN course. Hey, big shout out and thank you. I usually post a lot of stories. It gives so much of a good feeling that yes, I was able to put somebody onto the job and not without promising it. Like, I didn't promise anybody that I'll give you a job or anything. They got this job because they learned something. They got the skill, and this skill will be with them forever their life. So I'm giving them a gift, something that they will never forget till their life. So good of a feeling. Can you say hello to everyone in Ireland? I would love to see everybody in Ireland too. And hey, everyone in the Ireland, hello from India. Nice, beautiful continent, your side and our side as well. But I would love to see hello in person in Ireland. Are you guys giving visas now to Indians? I would love to come for a few days on a holiday there. I just want to go somewhere. Okay, so a couple of more questions. It's been one. Okay, 500 likes completed. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I think 500 is good enough for us. Now you can stop. Probably I'm the only YouTuber who says 500 is enough now. Now you can stop pressing the like button. Thank you so much, sir. Because of you, I'm gonna start my career with Big Four. Oh, that's big. That's big, my friend. That's big. Get connected with me on Instagram. Maybe you can give me a tour or something, or at least a nice tea sometime if I'm there around your vicinity. Okay. Can you share project ideas for fresher to add in their resume? No, you don't get ideas to add in your resume. You get ideas to build something. So don't just take ideas to have it on your resume. Go ahead and add it on Amazon clone, Flipkart clone, Instagram clone. But these are not ideas. Like, you really don't have anything in the mind that you really want to build. Like, you are engineer. The job of engineer, the single thing that engineers are good on is building the stuff. That's why we call ourselves engineers. And you are engineer and you have nothing in mind to build. Like, come on, man. Don't do this. Okay, Yash says definitely. That's good. Okay, what is the future of testing? Absolutely amazing future in case you are keep on growing there. Because the testing role is applied by company to me as fresher. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. But make sure you don't stay there as a manual tester all the time. Go ahead, learn, explore Selenium, Cypress, whatever you can. That is going to be something which will give you hike and will keep your importance there, because just running all these tests manually is not really good. So go ahead and do that. Free t-shirt here. Free t-shirts are over for now. We are planning on building something through which we can give t-shirts and can host some competition right into the LCO app, some quizzes and all that, because we saw it was not a good experience 3 times in a row of giving away these t-shirts. Constant doubt on ourselves in the public that, hey, are you even giving the t-shirts or not? Are you cheating or something? I didn't got it. That means you are just all fake. Although we have the details, we have even shared the people who have actually won that. Even to those people, they have given me the screenshot. They are asking them that, hey, Hitesh told you the answer in advance. That's why he is giving you. So we don't want to do that. So free t-shirts are over. Now they will be based inside the LCO app, because people at Learn Code Online are much more sensible. They are much more having the rare sense known as commonsense.js. So they are having that. So we'll be doing these competition right inside the app. And then we'll be sending the t-shirt and stuff to all those people, because we have already that data. We'll ask them to just fill the data from in their profile page itself, and we'll pick up the data from there. There we go. There is no shortage of ideas. One is here right in front of you on the screen. See, engineers, come on, man, engineers. Okay, watch Silicon Valley. No time till the end of this year to watch any series. I'll watch that surely once I get on some tour or something. Himanshu says, is it okay to be average? I don't know. I am average, and I seems to be doing good. I'm definitely not in the A league of being the having funded an investment and running a multi-million-dollar company and all that. I'm just an average guy, an average teacher who loves to write code and teach and have fun with the life. commonsense.js. I'm pretty sure there's something like this already exists, or not, if it will come out. Ah, that's nice. I got a job in fashion TV as a front-end developer. That's nice. You'll be learning some cutting-edge tech there, because these fashion TVs and all of that, they have a lot of probably some stores and all of that. I would give it a thought on that part. So many stars. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, seems like there is another super chat with the question. Here is the one. Let me bring it on the screen. Okay, have you using freelance website like Upwork, Fiverr, etc.? Yes, I've been on Fiverr, not that much of a good experience, but yes, I earned decent in the initial days. Freelancer, yes, a lot of work from there. Upwork, a lot of high paid work there I have done. So yes, I have worked on all three of the websites. The lowest was in the Fiverr that I worked on, and the highest one that I got was in the Upwork. Usually I used to take the projects which were half done by some other programmers, because those are the work which are half done and nobody else is ready to touch those stuff. So I used to get like really good amount of money for that one. Waiting for the timestamp update of LCO Pro courses. Timestamp you can get actually by logging out and logging in, but not that timestamp that you talked on Instagram. I'll talk on that one surely once we actually figure out the stuff that we are already working on. Okay, whenever I ask something good, you don't pick up. Whenever I appreciate your water bottle, you reply. Thank you. One more time. Come on, this is... By the way, nice photo, Shubham. That is really cool. Yeah, one thing more I have recently gone with that is I now don't reply on Instagram to the people who have like kind of a vibe of fake accounts, like no photo of themselves, no post or nothing. So I don't reply to them now, because a couple of incidents happened where people just came in just to troll or something. So I don't reply them. Can you flex your biceps? I want to see them. No, you don't want to see them, John Wick. John Wick is a dangerous man. He doesn't need my bicep or anything. He just need a knife or a pencil. How to know our own hourly fees? Depends on how much experience you have worked on, and how much do you want to charge. From $100 to $500, it can be anything. How much value you are bringing on the table. Charge that much amount of money that you are bringing in some value on the table, and if you take that expertise away, the company is going to get a really big hit. That is usually the ballpark. Have you watched the Squid Game? Yes. Yes, I have watched that. It was a good series, come on. I didn't have much of the time, but in the meantime, when something was processing and stuff, I watched in between. Okay, Deepak says, I'm here visiting your channel first time. Hey Deepak, welcome on board. Seems like there is an Indigo plane in your photo behind, and seems like you're traveling good. So welcome on board to the channel. Stay around. If you like it, hit subscribe. If not, that's fine too. People hang around here, that's okay. Okay, any course on how to be savage like me? You don't need a course for that. You just need to chill out a little bit. The moment you start chilling out in your life, not chilling out means go smoke something, be on beach. You don't need any of that to chill out. You just need kind of a mental relax, and that's it. That's all it takes to be savage. How to master Kubernetes? By following blog.learncodeonline.in. We have a lot of content on Kubernetes there. You absolutely really want to go through there. It is being recommended in so many of the corporate big tech giants because it is written by one of the experts. So it is recommended at a whole lot of companies. Do you watch anime? Not much. I have just watched one series, One Punch Man. Loved it. Absolutely loved the concept and idea. And that's it. That's the anime I have watched. Very shallow experience. Okay, so what makes you worthy of getting crores? A lot of things. experience, expertise, your value, face value, your brand value. There are a lot of things which helps you to get crores. And sometimes when you don't get crores, you can build up your assets which are worth of crores. Not a big deal. Like somebody who has been working in the IT industry for last 5 6 years and he's having an asset of 1 crore, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Like this is a bare minimum that everybody is making these days. So yeah, that's kind of a normal. Anybody who has been into the IT like 5 6 years, 10 years, he would be having an asset easily by 5 10 crores. Not a big deal if you're walking through. Again, not everybody is super lucky, but I think that is, if you struggle a little bit, if you work a little bit hard, assets worth 5 crores should be okay, I guess. By the asset, I mean you might have bought some cars over the time, you have bought some iPhones and gadgets and some house and all of that, travel, everything included. I count everything included. How to be good at public speaking? By speaking in public. Like I do have a lot of experience. I don't talk about it much, but I have taken over 100 paid workshops in different colleges in India, over 100. Some via the company which I was working on, some on my own and all of that. So I do have a whole lot of experience of working in crowd, speaking in the crowd and handling all of that. So yeah, this is, as some people say, this ain't my first rodeo. Hey Jitain, happy birthday to you. 20 years. Yeah, cool. So young. I can give another answer to this one. How to stop being bored? Go watch Hera Fairy. Nobody gets bored by watching Hera Fairy. Go watch that. Okay, so I guess enough of the question that we have taken. It's almost 1 hour now. 1 hour, not hours. My bad. Okay, so I guess that's all the question we're going to be taking for today. It's been fun. Okay, there's a question, just the last one. LCO has a video resolution issue. 720p automatically drops to lower quality. Please check this issue. You can actually change that into the settings itself. Once you actually select the settings, it takes a few minutes. It will automatically drop and down because the previous frame, the signal might have gone through that we need to lower down the frame because the internet speed is not that much active. So it takes a little bit time. So give it a little bit of time, then it will automatically upgrade the quality. If your speed is good enough, then auto will give you the 1080p also. Okay, so that's it. That's all we're going to be talking for this one. And thank you so much for showing in and checking in on the Saturday. Good fun talking to you. Hit that subscribe if you are new here and hit that like in case you want to. Otherwise, we can still be friends. No such big issue. And yeah, go ahead, follow up and join up at learncodeonline.in. Follow me up on Instagram. Tomorrow, we're going to do an AMA for a whole day. So that's going to be fun itself. So hopefully that is going to be a fun one. We'll do a non-tech one there. Okay, so how can you smile all the time? All it takes is just, like, I don't know, why we shouldn't be smiling and we are alive. That's even worth having that. But still we see you 99 out of 100 times with smile. Life is worth smiling. There is nothing to lose in life. Some people are struggling for their last breath at the moment we are talking about. So we should be all happy that we have this beautiful life, a work, a job, a food on table, a roof on the head. What more can you ask? All the other things are just mere shenanigans. So goodbye. Have a great life. Good night to all of you. Keep on smiling. That is the most important thing. Don't rant, just smile. And get back to code, of course. Bye-bye, all of you. Love you all.